whenever they're nearing the end zone.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Ravens had 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jackson on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
On second down, it's Drake. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Second down, here's an option right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 38, Jackson being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for Devin Duvernay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start with the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Fields going to keep it once more. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, it's Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Huntley's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Huntley. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They stay on the ground with Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and make it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
So, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Fields.
And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Fields on 1st down. That's
and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
To throw, Huntley.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Now Fields.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields.
Caught by Montgomery. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Throwing again is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and
1. They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass here, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Toward the pylon, caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
as that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
2nd and 7.
To throw again is Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to split that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't...
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. They know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. My moves, they try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays we're serving